Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
My name is Syed Mahmood. Can you tell me your full name, please?
My full name is Syed.
Thank you. Can you tell me where you're from?
I'm from Vietnam. I live in Ho Chi Minh City, which is the biggest city in Vietnam.
Thank you. Now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you a few questions about yourself and your surroundings. Let's talk about your town. What kind of place is it?
Well, I was born in Ho Chi Minh City too, so I have lived here for more than 20 years, and my town is quite active, especially with some night activities. So yeah. However, the traffic jam here is so bad.
What's the most interesting part of your city?
Pardon me?
What is the most interesting part of your city?
Oh yes. I think that is the most modern city in Vietnam. So it's easy for looking for some jobs, and a lot of people come here to want to find a job and settle down.
What do young people do for entertainment in your city?
Well, many young people like me usually spend their weekends hanging out to some coffee shop or some nightclubs for entertainment, and because it's famous here.
What is the worst thing about living in your city?
Um, well, as I said, the traffic jam is so bad, especially at the rush hour. So it sometimes takes me about 1 hour or more when I go back home in about 5 p.m.
Now, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about tourism in your country in general. What should a tourist see or do in your country?
In my country, there are some places very well known. For example, Nha Trang. There is a beautiful beach here, there. So and also in Sapa, there are many pagodas there, and people go there usually in that holiday. The Lunar New Year. Yeah.
Is there any traditional food that you'd recommend to the visitors?
Yes, of course. Phở is the one kind of noodle, and it's quite well known not only in Vietnam but also around the world. And another dish is dream cake. We usually eat it in Lunar New Year. Yeah. Uh,
Okay. Tell me about the kind of visitors who come to your country.
the kite.
Tell me about the kind of visitors who come to your country.
I
Tell
don't
me about the
understand.
visitors who come to your country.
Yeah. There are many visitors usually, most commonly they are from Europe and America too. A lot from Korea and some China too.
Now, let's move on and talk about being on time for appointments. Is being late acceptable in your culture?
Actually, there is the. I have to say that yes, because some people usually have appointment just a meeting or conferences about at 8 a.m. But usually they come late, and it's bad, but it's quite common in Vietnam.
Are you ever late for appointments?
Yes, of course. I still remember that one time when I had an exam, a really important exam, but my bike, my motorbike was motorbike was broken down, so I go late.
What type of excuses do you think are alright for being late?
For example, as I said, the transportation or because of your health. So it's a setting, but of course that you have to you don't. It's better if you don't.
How do you feel when someone else is late for an appointment with you?
If he or she didn't say anything, I could feel angry, but because of some reasons, and they text me or call me before, and they explain it, so maybe I will understand and
Now, I'm going to give you a topic. I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you will have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. You can make notes if you wish. Your 1 minute, before your 1 minute starts, let me just send it to you in the message. Have you received anything?
yes.
Yeah, okay, your 1 minute starts now.
The message first is out.
Sorry?
Sorry, it's
Yes.
out.
The message is what?
Okay,
Can you see the message?
okay, I see it.
Yeah, okay. Sure. Alright, remember you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you. I'll tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
Okay, I want to. Well, I'm going to say about a wedding ceremony that I attended. It was my parents' wedding ceremony in June. Mm, my parents just invited about 50 people. Almost they were my relatives and my neighbors too. Mm, it was held in a small Chinese restaurant nearby my house, but they cooked very well, and while we enjoyed Chinese cuisine, we listened to a traditional musical band. They performed very well and lovely. Um, I was impressed by a dish with the hot pot, a Chinese hot pot. It's very appetizing and smooth in my mouth, and yeah, and a sweet cake is really it was very delicious too. The reason why I like this event because the present from my father, he left a poem. He had written before, and he writes in a lovely
All right,
way.
thank you.
So
Now, we've been talking about weddings. I'd like to discuss some more general questions relating to this. Do you think marriages are important for the society?
I believe that, in my opinion, I believe that getting married is important because it's, it it helps people. I mean, the couples getting closer and um, and having and then they have babies. So it's the true the true family. If a couple just stay together and don't get married, so it's not really true love.
We've seen an increase in marriages ending in divorces in many countries. Why do you think that is?
That is because I think that nowadays you see a trend among couples, especially young couples. Um, they have jobs and then they want to devote all of their time to their jobs and want to get promotion. So sometimes they feel stressed because of their families. So one day they want to I mean that they want to stop their marriage. So that is the reason.
What roles do men and women typically play in families in your country?
Like Eastern countries, like in West Eastern country, usually the role of a husband is important and more important than the wife, and because they are the people who support their family, their home, and and so they usually have a fixed job, a permanent job. So to bring up their children and yeah.
How different is life in your generation from the lives of your parents or grandparents?
Nowadays, many the youth like me usually, especially for the women, they all have jobs, and instead of in the past they usually stay at home, be a homemakers, and take care of their children. But nowadays they have their own jobs, and they can get promotion, and the role of husband and wife now is more balanced. Yeah.
Thank you. That is the end of your speaking test.